Hey guys, welcome back to another Dawn Wall replay. We have another semifinals today between Deso and Reject. We'll be seeing the first game where Reject's Sisters of Battle against Deso's Orc will be fighting in Moonbase, a very small map. Not many resource points, I think. A lot to contest in the middle. You'll start with at least 3 points at the start near your base, but the rest of it has to be gained by venturing outside. Quite an easy place to defend, I guess, for the orcs, because their wall tower and building turrets can cover a lot of space. However, let's take a look at how Sisters of Battle will tackle this battle. Will Sisters of Battle go for Canoness early, or will they go for a faster eco with the Battle Sisters squad first? Can be quite tempting to rush down here because the map is very small. Infernal Pistol, Phosphorus Grenade, and the Sluggas would probably get killed really fast. Or maybe they can use Seraphims and harass and capture the map. However, the resulting Big Mac teleporting into their base could be quite hard to counter without the Canoness around, so it might be safer to go for the Battle Sister path first, followed by the Canoness. Quite a standard and safest build so far. Plasma Generators, Listening Posts in the innermost point, followed by the 2 outer points, and that's the only free points you'll get. The other points has to venture outside really far away in the midpoint. In the middle of the map, I mean. Meanwhile, Orcs has done the same. And we have a Shooter Boy squad coming out to capture the outermost point already. The Orcs have a faster capture rate actually. So it's no surprise the Orcs are slightly ahead in capturing speed and economy. But it's not a big advantage. Canoness is out in a few more seconds. Big Mac should follow suit. Both heroes coming out at the same time. It's almost a mirror build actually. 2 capture units, Sluggas and Missionary. And a range unit Shooters and hero each, Big Mac and Canoness. So not much in variety. Although I'm not sure why Deso sends Sluggas together with Shooter Boys at the same time. However, we have Battle Sister Squad and Canoness here already. Let's see how this first battle will unfold. Yep, Slugger Boys really can't fight well in this kind of situation, but Big Mac teleports in and hits the softest target first. Battle Sisters are not really durable at all. We'll have to retreat. So I think they'll be doing a little bit of model trade here, but no Battle Sister Squad has been killed yet. While 2 Sluggas has been lost. Big Mac will try to punch the Canoness. Canoness actually can compete real well with the Big Mac, but it's not a confirmed kill. A little bit of 50-50 perhaps. Battle Sisters meanwhile losing 2 models already to concentrated fire from a fully reinforced Shooter Squad. Activates healing just in time with a missionary attachment when we'll try to hold ground, but this squad is slightly a little bit isolated, so a little bit time bought and reinforcement already added to the squad, so it will survive really handily. Another Slugger squad enters the fight. This is an early game fight here, and killing animation on the Battle Sisters makes the Big Mac invulnerable. However, a 3rd Battle Sister squad. However, we have Flamer upgrades coming up. We'll be seeing Phosphor Grenade shortly, for sure. 100% guaranteed. And Infernal Pistol, perhaps. Yes. Not enough resource yet, perhaps, for Phosphorus Grenade. Slugger Boys will get wiped here, probably. Has to retreat. And Big Mac teleport. Has it fully recharged yet? Probably tries to limit the damage as the Listening Post is getting the upgrade. However, it looks like the Sisters at a huge advantage here. I just can't see how the Orcs can fight in this kind of army. And yes, the losses are pretty severe for the Orcs. A lot of Sluggas died. However, they should maintain their economy here with the Listening Post getting upgraded. However, it goes down really quickly. Look at that! Holy shit! That building lasts only like 10 seconds after upgrade, and that's a huge loss there. A lot of resource was put in there. And I have no doubt that Phosphorus Grenade was added, and this is GG. There's no way Orcs can come back from this kind of damage. Oh my god. Deso engaged too early. Way too early. And I gotta say, Sisters of Battle has disadvantage. Has no disadvantage against Orcs at all in this matchup, in Tier 1 at least. Orcs really just cannot cannot survive against the onslaught from 3 Battle Sister Squad and Canonist Infernal Pistol, especially when you add in Phosphorus Grenade and Flamers. But they can take a little bit of break here under the safety of the pile of guns, which they should have done earlier. They have a second Shooter Boy squad. However, after the loss of 2 Slugger squad and 1 Big Mac, not to mention a lot of reinforcement costs, I don't think Deso has what it takes to make a comeback here. And Reject read the situation correctly to finish this game, probably. Yes, Deso overestimating the durability of his orcs and underestimating the cheapness and efficiency of the Battle Sisters. Reject winning the first game handily in less than 6 minutes. It's a very small map, and small maps like these really puts a lot of advantage to the Sisters' early power. Let's take a look at game 2. This time Deso will be forced to go for Space Marines while Reject plays Necrons. The map picked for Deso is Quest Triumph, a very easily defended map. I don't quite understand why Deso chose this map. Necrons can easily defend from just one direction here. With just one well-placed Gauss turret, you can actually just shoot down any incoming Marines. However, this is the site where Deso lost against Jadar in the playoffs. I mean, in the group matches. So this might be a case of him having a little bit more experience, perhaps. Let's take a look at the Space Marine. They're going for 2 Servitor openings, go straight for Chapel Barracks, and 2 Space Marines. Space Marine Scouts, while Reject wastes no time and goes straight for a Gauss turret. But the placement is quite suspect, actually. Does he know where they're coming from? Because if they only come from this direction, shouldn't he just place it right on the mouth of this position? And perhaps capture this strategic point and get a monolith up ASAP? Because I see no point in getting the point here first. An upgraded monolith can really do a lot of damage with its cooldown attack. And here comes the first Scout Marine squad, and I suspect the reason why he chose to capture this one first is because he expects the scout to be early, and that might result in a decap. However, Deso already lost 1 scout here, needs to pull back before a second scout. Oh, a second scout is down. That's a lot of resource gone down the drain. My goodness, that's a pretty bad harass there. No damage done and 90 requisition loss. Deso will have to pull back here and try to come up with a different plan. He has a 3rd Scout Marine squad as well, and a Force Commander. I think so far he hasn't done anything wrong. That Scout harass should have been pulled out much earlier. Because I don't see how he can do anything at that point. Once you don't see any strategic point being captured here, there's no chance of you doing any damage to the Necrons. He should have just settled for a capture in this strategic point here and get extra requisition while slowing them down a bit. Anyway, 1 Necron warrior is on the march here. I'm not sure what is his intent here, pulling out a slow unit quite far away from his base early in the game. A second Necron squad is out, and we'll probably be seeing the Necron lure coming out shortly, yes. Deso, meanwhile, delays his Force Commander harassment a little bit too long for my taste, and will probably not do a lot of damage, because the Necron will arrive shortly and drive the Force Commander away, and the first Space Marine squad is out to back up the Force Commander. Meanwhile, Scarabs are now in a lookout for anything to capture. Not sure why Deso goes for this critical point first instead of capturing this relic. And Reject has somehow missed out on decapping this point. He was really not under construction yet, so he can actually do that. Instead, he went for a critical point. My logic is this: probably he wants the production bonus from the critical point. Yeah, that could be the case. Meanwhile, Boreal is in trouble here. Force Commander under fire from 2 Necron Warriors and Necron Lord. And this Scarab should have been shot down by Force Commander. There's just one member squad here. Anyway, Space Marine squad is out, but just one Space Marine squad will not be enough to scare away the Necron Lord. And Force Commander has taken a lot of damage. It's time to pull back here. It's time to pull back and get a second squad out. Second squad out finally. And Space Marine economy looks really great right now, but what I'm worried about is his army strength, and he did not reinforce this Scout Marine squad, which will shortly fall down to concentrated fire. Yes, it's not safe to keep one Scout Marine inside their squad. Meanwhile, Reject probably will finish capturing this critical location unchallenged, and this Necron Lord is trying to prevent the completion of this listening post, but will shortly be driven away by the Force Commander. Tries as he might, he has to teleport away to avoid taking too much damage, and this Scout Marine will have to pull back. No, you can't do that. Get out of there. You will die to Necron Lords. Yes, just pull back and capture another point like this one. This one is undefended. Why are you contesting critical points so much anyway? Anyway, starts to look better here. We have one fully reinforced Space Marine squad and another Space Marine squad on the way to being fully reinforced. Wow, this Scout Marine squad is still there. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Just walk away, you know, Kenny Rogers. Know when to walk away and know when to run. And looks like Solar Pulse is activated here, and Space Marine will have to pull back to the listening post. Listening post upgrade is complete, so yes, pull back. And oh no, Force Commander is unattended and dies. Necron Warriors upgrade complete. And it looks like Deso is in trouble now. Look at the amount of damage he'll be taking shortly, and he shouldn't engage. There's no reason to engage at all. Necron Lord and 2 Necron Warriors will try to finish this fight for sure. However, Deso is under the cover of listening post upgrade listening post, I mean, and Solar Pulse is in cooldown. However, look at that. We have 3 squad of upgraded Necron Warrior that will surely take down this listening post, and this Servitor is not responding. A little bit of too much unnecessary losses here. I like the economy, 104.20, but so far I'm seeing not much of an army here. Space Marine really losing a lot of ground here. Did not have enough army, and goes for a grenade upgrade after Force Commander is retrained, and Solar Pulse cooldown is ready. However, it misses the listening post. Just Plasma Pistol upgrade is done. However, Boreal walks into the green cloud of Solar Pulse, and this listening post goes down to concentrated fire again. A lot of bad decision making here, and this scout, I'm not sure what is it doing there, still standing. Reject is staring at a lot of advantage here, decides to teleport away because he doesn't want to lose any more Necron Warriors. Taken whole victory is triggered by the capture of these 2 critical points, but it's not a big problem. However, Necron Warrior has left the Necron Lord alone too long, and Reject made a mistake. Finally something that goes against him in this match. Necron Warriors will retreat. Look at the slow march here. But they lost their leader, and that will be a lot of resource being spent. And Deso is staring at a huge opportunity here. If he can get this right, he has to try to force this push to happen, because right now the Necrons do not have a Necron Lord, and they cannot cancel this Awaken Monolith. This is their biggest chance yet, and grenades are deployed. Very good. This might be their only chance. Force Commander is in melee here, trying to tie up as many Necron Warriors as possible, taking a lot of damage, absorbing everything, basically being the shield to his men. But I don't see a third Space Marine squad. That's because Deso decides to tech up instead. This Flamer should really move a little bit closer and burn them all down. They're clumped in one... Oh, Force Commander at 200 hit points. Has to retreat, but it looks like the damage was working. Look at that. The Necron Warriors are falling. Demoralized, and that's it. They cannot run away. It's over. Amazingly, the Space Marine has prevailed with a very basic tactic of absorbing all the hits with a Force Commander, and once he gets low hit points, they just... Deso, what are you doing? Push. Push in. This is your biggest chance. Reject, meanwhile, we'll have to get his army back online, which shouldn't be a problem because Necron Warrior is free, but why is it idling? The Monolith shouldn't be idle at all if you're a Necron player. And looks like Deso has finally captured another critical location here and flipped the table on the Necrons. Now we have a countdown for the Space Marines. Meanwhile, Necron Lord here is trying to harass and take down the soliciting post on his own. Not efficient, but it does the damage. Probably take him half a minute to take it down on his own, and he will stick around just to finish the job while absorbing a lot of damage here. Solar Pulse burn away just to decapture this, just to destroy this listening post before teleporting away. That's 2 cooldown in a row. I don't think that's worth the cooldown actually. Space Marine decides to chill, gets a fourth generator, and Chaplain is trained. Another great hero, another source of plasma, and I don't understand why this Force Commander is still not attached. Should really attach and walk closer to Chaplain to get that sweet regeneration bonus. But right now the situation has reversed itself. We have Space Marine having a lot of advantage here with 2 full squad and 2 heroes in the middle of the map and having a take and hold countdown. However, Deso doesn't seem interested in protecting his countdown victory. And right now we have 1 destroyer out, a nice anti-infantry, and 1 full Necron Warrior squad with the Necron Lord coming out. The Necron Lord especially nasty with its artifact upgrade, and that's the last of Deso's scout dying on the field. Maybe not, there should be 1 somewhere, and Deso decides to get a Space Marine squad, a 3rd Space Marine squad with a Skull Probe, probably trying to chance a disable. And look at this, the Chaplain squad slowing down the Necron Warriors, providing a great opportunity to finish them off and render them useless. However, this destroyer will prove to be a huge problem, dealing a lot of damage to the Space Marine. However, Space Marine, thinking ahead, has a Skull Probe ready to shut down any dangerous vehicles, as well as having missile launcher support. Deso playing this right. However, Force Commander was killed. Necron Lord brutally spearing him and finishing him off, but the Chaplain is still on the scene, and this Necron Warrior will have no chance of escaping. This Necron Lord will probably have to retreat, while this missile launcher squad will probably make short work of this destroyer. If Deso will micro just a little bit better, perhaps. However, Necron Lord will fall down. No, managed to escape. No phase shift, but teleport was ready.
4 minutes.
This is a huge opportunity that Deso cannot miss. He must advance here and finish the job, because Necron has no standing army and only upgraded obelisk to protect himself. And there's no sense in keeping the Chaplain out there isolated. Come on, attach him to a squad here. And look at that, the destroyer simply destroyed the irony. And obelisk, upgraded obelisk firing off its cooldown. However, the Chaplain regeneration aura is designed exactly to counter that. And this heavily damaged, highly wounded Heavily wounded Necronlord will stand no chance in surviving this encounter, except he bought some time with Solar Pulse. Again, Space Marine, proving himself to be quite versatile, and look at the amount of float he has right now. I wonder why he hasn't gotten any Grey Knights yet. He can slap a Sacred Artifact, a Librarian, and a Grey Knight for that amount of resource he has. And the combination of Smite and Psychic Inquisition will probably render any Necron warriors useless. Another Desperate Obelisk Strike being cast, however it misses the bulk of the Space Marine army. Reject is basically backs to the wall here. Only one Gustart, and Reject decides to call GG before the game gets too long, and wisely so, and that's 2-0 for Deso here. Quite an impressive game. Back and forth, and that's 1-1. Deso, having recovered from his early losses, managed to stop the Necron advance. And as you can see, Reject got over too confident and lost too many Necron warriors in this encounter. Force Commander sacrificing himself to buy enough time for the Flamers and grenades to take effect, and that proved to be quite the turnaround, with a third squad with missile launchers taking down any heavy support that Necrons might try to unleash. And then we move on to the third game, where Reject will have the map pick and the race pick as well. Reject playing Sister of Battle and Deso playing Space Marine, and of course my favorite and everyone's classical all balanced map, Fata Morga, with no heavy cover and no terrible cover terrain, with very straightforward pathing. Let's do this. Space Marine against Sisters of Battle. We can see here that Sisters of Battle will struggle a lot against Space Marine, I think, if Deso knows how to play his card right, because I just can't see how the Sisters of Battle can stop the Space Marine mass tacticals if it's done right. However, let's not see too far ahead, and let's just watch what happens here. Convent goes up, Plasma Generator as well, and we have a Battle Sister squad immediately. Meanwhile, Deso goes straight for Force Commander first. I don't agree with that. Getting a tactical first will probably be more advantageous, because it gets trained fast enough so you can flood in with the Marine squad and the Scout Marine squad. You can bully the missionaries away and you decap a lot of their points, because right now the Sisters' economy is not great. They're being slowed down a bit. They will have to slow down a bit if they don't want to lose too many army advantage. Cannon is on the way. Meanwhile, Deso already 80% on his Force Commander, and no sign of the pristine sanctuary from the Sister Squad. Missionary captures everything, not challenged at all. Deso missing a lot of good opportunity to harass here. One tactical Space Marine and one Scout Marine can actually do a lot of economical damage here, and there's not much the Sisters can do about it, because Marines beat the Battle Sisters easily. But he has let the Sisters establish her economy for free, basically. But let's see how this goes. Both army at the same count, basically. We have one Force Commander and one Space Marine squad, as well as one Battle Sister and one Cannonist on the field. But the tipping point might be they're just their raw firepower when combined together with their scouts. So let's see how Deso plays this. 62-10 economy, 62-10 economy as well. Deso not going for mass tacticals here, going for power generator instead. Opting for a slower game. Meanwhile, Reject already building up his stockpile of faith, enough to fire off one healing soon. And this Battle Sister's harassment will take down one scout. A second Battle Sister squad is already on the field. Right now, Space Marine also has a second squad, but lost one of their scouts for free. Not a good trade. And no, shooting at this was a mistake. Should really fall back and wait till you regroup. Healing did not save one sister from mass damage. And no, please do not tie them down. Really, they deal no meaningful damage. Just shoot them down. They will have to run away. They're not fire warriors. Anyways, two squads of Space Marine will probably bully their way. And look at how fast the sister squad just falls. You can try getting a fortified position here on the listening post. However, this listening post range is extremely limited, and Space Marine can just sidestep it. And this army, they cannot stand here and fight. They will have to retreat. I repeat, sisters cannot survive an open fight with a Space Marine. Look at this. You need phosphorus grenade. You need infernal pistol. If you do not have these, you just cannot compete. Pristine Sanctuary is out. And still, no sign of, what the fuck? Why did you give the flavor to the smallest squad of Battle Sister? Alright. Much better. Battle Sister is finally getting Phosphorus Grenade, but spams it. Shouldn't do that, really. Drives away Deso's Marines. And Deso now has to pull back. But he hits the tier 2 button early, and this, my friend, it will prove to be quite a decider. Once the chaplain comes out, the regeneration will kick in and a lot of healing will come in. Basically, constant regeneration coming up for the Space Marine, and there's not much the sisters can do about it with two heroes banging on a single cannonus. It's like a very bad hentai, you see. It's men against girls here, and Sisters of Battle cooldown proving to be quite advantageous for them, but just temporarily. We do not see an armory yet for the Marines, so this could be the decider. However, it takes advantage of the listening post, and yes, the listening post is a great counter to the Sisters of Battle, and this Canonus is foolishly attacking head on. And where is the Force Commander actually? Why is he meleeing? And why doesn't he get a chaplain? Force Commander is about to die, isolated, tries to tie down as many Battle Sisters as possible, and Sister of Battle managed to retain the service of their Canoness by attaching her. However, vehicles are on the way perhaps. Nope, no vehicles, and decides to get another Tactical Marine squad instead of a chaplain. Another Tactical Marine squad, I'm not sure about that. And probably will spend a lot of resource on getting another Sister of Battle, another Force Commander perhaps, instead of Chaplain. In my opinion, Chaplain can actually change a lot of the game here. By using demoralizing shouts and regeneration aura, he can make a comeback easily against these Flamers. Sister of Battle taking a lot of losses too. With the death of the Force Commander, the Space Marine cannot push. Finally decides to get an army. Both sides economy are pretty identical except for one less generator for Space Marine. And why are you advancing? There's no reason to advance.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, if you move forward, will you move back? Should really wait for armory and chaplain. Hit the button for a chaplain, for fuck's sake. What are they doing? That's why I always wonder why people push forward only to retreat at the first sign of conflict. What are you exactly trying to achieve? Missionary will be forced to cancel the capture area's critical location, buying Deso some time. He has wisely upgraded this listening post. That will inflict a lot more casualty on the Sisters as well, because Sisters does very poor structure damage, unless it's focus fired. Look at that, a few Sisters already start dying off. This is a chance. Move in, Space Marines. Oh my god. Why are you standing still? And why is there 5 squads of Sisters of Battle? Holy shit. And why is there no heroes? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh well, it's okay. I don't heavy bolters given away, and the Sister of Battle realizing that the fucking Space Marine are in tier 2 is utterly rape. I can't believe this. What the fuck? Our sister's even in tier 2. What a joke. What the fuck? Maybe I've been out of the game for too long, but what the fuck was that? Fucking Canonist 4 squad of Sister of Battle coming up against 3 Space Marine squad with no Force Commander, no heroes at all, gets wiped by heavy weapons. Okay, Deso, you have an advantage here. So what are you gonna play?
We stand ready.
How are you gonna play this? How are you gonna play this, my friend? You've so far shown some kind of knowledge in this matchup, playing the slow build-up game. But please, you have the advantage here. Did you just realize what you have just done? You've wiped out more than half of his army and you decide to stand still. I just don't understand. And where are your grenades? Look at this. Missionary does nothing. You know, you just can't get Celestian Squad and wish the fucking Marines away. You just can't. Celestian Squads might be one of those really easy to get, low requirement squad to deploy. However, facing up against this heavy weapon squad of the Space Marine, you just can't. Too many heavy bolters, missionaries, and your squad is too small. You're not exactly built to take out infantry. Celestians are basically anti-vehicle and buildings. And look at that! Holy shit! Celestian squad getting wiped in seconds. And Force Commander is out. And for fuck's sake, get a chaplain as well. Oh, instead he gets bionics and heavy weapons. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Look at that. The chaplain will have increased the durability of your squad, and maybe demoralizing shot will stop these annoying sisters from escaping. Look at this. Sisters, they are outmatched. Celestians trying to outgun Space Marines. In infantry battles, you just can't. Celestians are just no good against infantry. Okay, a little bit of miscommunication here. Why is the Force Commander charging ahead to kill servitors? Fuck's sake, that's so... Okay, Reject calling GG, so yeah, just as Force Commander pulls back with 19 hit points. Well, what do you know? Space Marine is better than Sisters of Battle. No surprise, but fuck leaving it so close. I mean, look at this. Fuck me. There's no reason for Sisters of Battle to fight this battle at all. 5 of them. Just getting wiped by 3 squads of heavy bolters. And Deso not getting his chaplain earlier instead of going for the classic Force Commander baffles me a bit. But that's fine. It's fine. You won, so I won't say anything else. It was a great battle between 2 players, and Deso handily wins it 2-1 after an abysmal first game. Trusting in the faith of his Space Marines, they managed to overcome the tyranny of feminazis with flamers. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I did. It's been a long time, and that settles the finale between Deso against Jedar, and look forward to the 2 Reaver Jet Bike Rush, which is unstoppable. Unless something changes. Thank you, and hope we'll see you again. Goodbye.